Hey,
Hello there.
Nancy.
Hey, Dara. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So this is for FitSugar.com,
Okay.
and it's definitely a readership that really has been following you for a while and really loves hearing all the latest news from the Olympics to the
Super.
memoir and everything. So very glad to get a chance to talk to you.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about the memoir. Age is just a number.
Well, it was really a lot of fun to write. I got that title because I really realized that you don't put an age limit on your dreams, and a lot of people put elite athletes on pedestals and forget that we're human and that we make mistakes and we have our ups and downs and our trial and tribulations and I really wanted that to get across. I wanted the everyday person to relate to my book.
And what are some of the like everyday trials and tribulations that you talk about in the book that we can expect from
Well,
reading
I,
it?
I, I talk about just getting back into my comeback, and my father passes away from colon cancer. I deal with the pressures of trying to make an Olympic team when so many eyes are on me and so many middle aged people are counting on me. I talk about my coach who ended up having a rare blood disorder right after I made the Olympic team. And there's a lot of things that I sort of had to deal with.
That is a lot to deal with at once, for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
And you also, throughout all this, have been raising a daughter.
hmm
And how old is she now?
My daughter is 3, and it's really been such a fun time in my life to have her in my life, and I've really looked towards role models like working parents to figure out how I can balance my life to be the best mom I can be, and also be able to do what I love to do.
When you say role models like working parents, you just mean just normal people, not necessarily
Yeah,
elite athletes?
no, normal people who work 9 to 5 jobs and are
Yep,
still awesome parents. I mean, it's a tough thing to try to figure out how to balance, but I'm lucky that I found a balance that works really well for both my daughter and myself.
that's great. And is she into swimming?
She loves swimming. I've had her in the pool since she was about 3 months old, and some
Wow.
of my teammates who are so young tease me and say, "Oh, you guys will be swimming in the same meet coming up soon," you know. So I get teased a lot.
Well, obviously she's got a lot of practice in. That's almost 2 years, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I'm sure you discussed this in the book as well, but I mean, how has competitive swimming changed in, I guess it's been like 20 years since you've been doing it. What is sort of the difference in what you saw then and what you see now?
Well, I know being 41 years old, I do things a little differently. I need more time to recover.
Hmm.
That's a huge thing. I think the equipment in swimming has changed over the years. I mean, there's a lot of different things that have changed, as it does in most sports.
Has the equipment changes? Do you think that's really affected the sport a lot?
It's affected it in a positive way. I mean,
Yeah.
the great thing is that the equipment is open for everyone to use, so there's a fair advantage, and it's pretty amazing that the suits have changed so much over the years.
And most of our readers are, sort of within the 18 to 35 range. And I think, one reason we look up to you is because you have been such an amazing athlete at an age when, people have typically stopped competing in the Olympics. But I'm wondering what do you think, what would you tell our readers that they should most look forward to about getting older and about being an older athlete?
Well, I've had so many people come up to me and tell me how much my story has inspired them, and it doesn't matter what age you are, that they just want to know how to get fit.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool, and I've come up with a few tips for that on trying to get fit. The first one is to try to strengthen your bones, and as you get older, your bone density goes down a little bit, and to do that, do cardio exercise. It could be as simple as going for a walk with your friends, riding a bike. For me, chasing my 3-year-old in the park is cardio exercise.
Yeah.
So they're all, it's pretty fun, those types of exercises. The next one is trying to strengthen your muscles. Do a weight bearing exercise. I personally love going to the gym, working out, seeing my muscles change once I've been in the gym for a while. And we also have a Swiss balance ball that I love to do. We can do some fun exercises on that. The third thing is to drink milk for recovery. At my age, you need to recover. And it really actually doesn't even matter what age you are. Drinking some type of milk after you exercise is so important because it has high quality protein, carbohydrates, calcium, all great qualities for recovery. And in fact, I drink chocolate milk after I swim every day, which is always great because it tastes so good. But I've also posted a bunch of exercises on ymilk.com if you want to check those out too.
Oh, cool. And you mean just like immediately after a workout you'll drink milk?
Yeah, immediately after workout, I drink chocolate milk.
Cool.
Yeah.
And obviously you love swimming, but what are some of your other favorite cross-training sorts of exercises?
Well, I love doing anything aerobic or cardio, like I had mentioned. I also love to stretch. I stretch pretty intensely for about 2 hours every other day after my training, sort of to get the tension out and sort of help me recover from my next workout.
What about core exercises? What would you say are some of your favorite ways to work your core, or is that not something that you worry about?
Oh my gosh, doesn't it look like I worry about it? Yeah, no, I love core training, and I have a strength and conditioning coach that actually incorporates my core in about 90% of the exercises that he gives me. So it's a little difficult to give you one specific one, but doing anything on the Swiss balance ball, where your back is on the ball and you're crunching up, I love doing those types of exercises.
Wow, 90% of your training. That is definitely
Yep.
some core focus.
Yeah.
And what is your sort of, pre-workout ritual or pre-competition ritual in terms of what you eat and what you do? Do you have any sorts of pre-race rituals that you go through?
Well, I'll drink some type of shake with milk before I swim, and that's really all I need. I don't like to eat a lot before I'm in a big race because I'm already nervous as it is, and the last thing I need to do is get sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
And maybe have a little cereal with milk. Just very minimal what I eat before I train and before I go in a competition.
And what about sort of what you do in order to focus and sort of get into the mindset?
Well, I feel like if I've done everything I possibly can up to that point in the pool and outside of the pool, that when I get to a main competition, I shouldn't have to think about anything. I just go up and swim. Everyone's different. Some people like to visualize. I don't necessarily like to do that. I like to just put music on and sort of tune out.
Cool. What sort of music do you like to listen to?
I like two totally different types. I like classic rock and I like hip hop.
All right.
So it just depends what kind of mood I'm in.
And then I was reading this recent interview with you in More magazine, and you mentioned that you had sort of had some eating disorder issues when you were younger, when you were first getting into swimming, I guess. And
No, it was actually when I was in college.
oh, when you were in college,
Yeah.
okay. And you said you sort of went cold turkey, just kind of got better on your own. And I'm wondering, what sort of tips could you offer to other women who are struggling with this and trying to sort of get over that problem on their own?
Well, it's not easy to get over it on your own. What I did was set a goal, and at that point in time, I had not been swimming for a while, and my goal was to try to make a third Olympic team. And the minute I had that goal in my head, it was like, you know what, I can't have this eating disorder anymore, or else I'm not going to reach my goals. And so I was lucky to have swimming as an outlet, but it's tough. And the biggest thing you need to do if you have something like an eating disorder is be able to talk to someone about it. It's not like if you talk to them, you're going to get over it right away, but at least you can communicate and let someone know, and hopefully they can help you get help.
And yeah, you definitely were able to put fitness first in that situation, it
Yeah.
sounds like. Well, excellent. I think that's about all my
All right.
questions. Is there
Great.
anything else you would like to add?
No, just check out my exercises on whymilk.com and go on there and check out milk and see why it's so important to drink.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye,
Okay,
Dara.
bye.